Hello and welcome everyone to another replay commentary. This time it is vanilla, and it is again a replay from a tournament, this time a semi-final from Spring Cup 2022. So this replay is a little older than the last one. And this was not a flash tournament, but a larger tournament that was played over several weeks. And this semi-final series is part of a best of 5 played between Ragnar, the player you see in white, and myself with the green banners. So, because this is slightly older, I don't quite remember who picked this map, but it was probably me. So the map is Kanto Plains, once again, with a shrine and a workshop. So both quite important dojos for vanilla. And let's see what Ragnar has brought. So as you can see from the first glance already, he is playing with a rush build up front with 4 Naginata attendants, covered by a second line of 4 sword attendants and a main line of 4 Nodachi samurai, each of them rank 5. It looks like they got mostly attack upgrades and morale and defense as well. 1 chevron each. Cavalry-wise, he has a Yari Calf rank 0 and the Fire Calf rank 6 on the right, and then on the left, Yari Calf and Yari Calf both rank 0, so quite a weak Calf component for a rush build. But he also has a Bulletproof Samurai to support on his left, and as we can see here, also a Wako Raider, level 5, so that's quite a decent unit. And he is playing for the entire series with a leadership general. And it should be noted that it's only level 7, so it's not a level 10 general, which means that he has a little more money at his disposal than a level 10 player, which could sometimes be of benefit, other times less so. But it's a pretty good idea to play with the leadership general at level 7. Let's see, I'm playing with a light calf on my right that just scouted his Wako Raiders. And then I have quite a balanced build of Matchlock Warrior Monks, rank 5 increased range, Matchlock Samurai, rank 0, and Matchlock Ashigaru, rank 5 increased range, all covered by Naginata attendants. And then I also have a couple of Nodachi, 4 to be exact, and each of them are rank 2, so slightly lower than Ragnar's Nodachi. But I think I have slightly stronger cavalry. So another light calf on the left, and the main component of rank 2 and rank 6, rank 2 and rank 6, and another light calf. So I have stronger calf and I have more matchlocks, but he's just much stronger in melee than I am. So, as you can see, I have this slightly better terrain on my side, I think, because of this little hill right here. That is quite a good position for matchlocks to be in. But also, I have to think about how can I use my matchlocks properly, because he has basically a double line of meat shields, where he doesn't really care if they get shot. It's all about just connecting those Nodachis, and if those Nodachis connect, then I'm going to have a real problem. So let's see. Because this is a little older, I forgot how some of this went. I know the results, but not quite sure how the battle proceeded. Here, I think my plan in the beginning was to engage with the cavalry, but that isn't really possible anymore with the bulletproof Sam support. On the left, I got a light calf into his back, but I think I'm not sure if I will get it through. It got caught by the fire calf, yeah. And this light calf is basically wasted and dead. And now, basically, this was the problem from the beginning. I got 50 kills with our Matchlock Warrior Monks, and now I have to pull them back, and none of these kills were all that important. Basically just attendant kills.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
And now I'm just getting a little bit overwhelmed in the center. I have to make a decision with my Nodachi. Do I just charge the attendants and then keep charging until I reach his Nodachi? Because these attendants, they don't just eat up the bullets from my matchlocks, but they also basically block the charge bonus of my Nodachi. So if he times it correctly and his Nodachi get in as a second or third unit, then that basically nullifies my charge bonus, whereas he gets almost his full charge bonus. On the right, I think my light cav got caught, which I also tried to pull back unsuccessfully because of this bulletproof SAM support. Now I think he got close enough to my cav that I can charge him and get out again without having to fight against his bulletproof. But as you can see here I got a nice charge actually with my cav into his Nodachi. So my left flank I'm doing okay, but the center is just those Nodachi are not going to hold for long, especially against his Nodachi.
Our general is in grave danger.
Here I got a cav into his back to back charge his Nodachi. He activated Banzai quite early to buy him some time. So that's pretty good by him. And here I think this was another micro mistake by me. My plan was to just charge in and then get out again, but I forgot to pull out. And well, I think I didn't even comment on my general, but it is a melee general, which I'm struggling right now to make proper use of, because there's just such a mass of units in the center that it's hard to get a clean charge in without getting blocked by some units in between. Here, I'm not sure how that could happen. I think that was just another mistake by me, but that was like a perfect charge into my matchlock warrior monk, so that cost a lot of money. Here I'm able to hold off his Nagi attendants and get my matchlock Ashikaru in better position. During that whole engagement, he even managed to capture the workshop, which is of great benefit to him. And neither of us got the shrine yet. But I'm really struggling right now to get my matchlocks out and into a proper firing position again. This is a nice charge into his Nodachi, but he just has so much left. Wako Raider and Cav support. If I pull out again with this Cav, it's basically dead as well. My general has only lost 6 men so far, but also only 70 kills, which is not all that much for a melee general. Like melee generals are supposed to be basically it's supposed to be your Joker unit, and if you can't use it as a Joker, you're gonna have problems against the leadership general. Here my Yarikav got into his katanas. That was quite good. Katana Cav will die pretty quickly against the Yarikav. But here this is not a good use of my melee general either against bulletproof Sam. They have no penalty against spears, but it's still not recommended to go against bulletproof samurai. Trying to get into his spears instead, which is a much better target, and he's showing pretty good micro again, blocking my charge with his cavalry so that I don't get my full charge bonus, which is considerable at 43. And yeah, right now the problem is all my melee contingent is basically just attendants, and those attendants will just melt away whenever they get in contact with his melee force. It just doesn't buy my matchlocks enough time to finish off his units, especially this bulletproof, which even if all his swords would die right now, I'm not sure I could get this bulletproof off the field. It's just too tanky against matchlocks.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
So I think this is just this was just a really well thought out army by Ragnar. It's super difficult to stop this rush with 2 lines of attendants in front of the swords. My general is now dying against his fire cav. He popped rally with his general, and yeah, I'm not getting out of there. Not sure if I activated Banzai yet, but it's dead anyway now. And
shameful display.
I think right about now that should be it. So this is game 1 of a best of 5, and I'm pretty sure this was my map pick, so yeah. We will have a look at game 2 next. All right, that's it. Let's have a look at the stats for a second, and then we shall proceed. All right, as you can see, the match logs for me are still doing most of the damage, although as I said in the beginning, it's questionable whether these kills that I got were high value kills. Yeah, you could see these light calf, although they're never supposed to get many kills, you could clearly see that I mismicroed them. Like, they didn't perform as well as they should. And if the light calf fails, then the regular calf has to do some of the dirty work, which makes them less efficient as well. So this was just not that well played by myself. And he just made fewer mistakes. His fire calf is really good. Wako Raiders were nice support to the bulletproof on his left. And then the Nodachi just annihilated my main contingent. So yeah, that was it for now, and I'll see you in game 2.